Hello, everybody. Welcome to MLQ. My name is Reed Marchman. Today, I'm joined by
Nathan Podolsky.
of Michigan Quidditch and a Minneapolis player. Are you rostered
On
here?
the roster.
Nice. Okay. Cool. Um, Today we're watching Indianapolis versus Minneapolis. This is going to be their first game coming up of three. For those who don't know, this is a three-game series. Every series this season is going to be 3 games. Regardless of the outcomes of the first 2 games, we always play the third. These teams have both played 2 series, or 1 series each, excuse me. Minneapolis beating...
Minneapolis played the Detroit Innovators last weekend, won all 3 games.
Yep, and Indianapolis beat Cleveland, the Cleveland Riff. And many consider this matchup to be the decider of the North. And I think I would be hard-pressed to find somebody, especially after the results of last week, to argue. Just given, I mean, they're undefeated right now. Both going 3-0, right?
Both won
in their
3-0.
games. And, I mean, these teams have a lot of question marks. I think Indianapolis comes in as much more established. As an all-time record, Indianapolis is undefeated against Minneapolis, but widely considered their best roster coming out this season. Do you want to talk about like some of these new additions on the team?
Yeah, so Minneapolis did add a number of new people. Number one, you can't ignore Henry Bear Benson out of Tufts playing in MLQ. He's a keeper. He's a seeker. But they also added a couple other players. Zeke Majeski from the University of Michigan transferred over from the Innovators after a move from Michigan to Wisconsin. And I think Joe Goulet is in his first year coming from Creighton. So definitely a bunch of good additions to the team. And lastly, can't forget Sean Paguada in his first year on the team as a beater. Really changes the dynamics.
Yeah, and I mean, talking with Cody before Cody, their head coach, before the match, I mean, he was really excited that with these acquisitions, he feels like the both beaters and chasers have really like elevated their play. Just with some really great leadership, some good veteran experience, and a lot of young legs that breathe a lot of energy into this team. He liked to joke around that a lot of the old people in Quidditch will get pretty settled in their ways, and that young high energy gameplay of some of these rookies for many of these MLQ teams really breathe a new life into the game and force a lot more strategic variation that we see. And even though these players come in learning as much as they can, they really do influence the game a lot more than I feel like a lot of rookies anticipate.
Yeah, Minneapolis definitely has its share of veterans who have a lot of Quidditch experience, but the fact that there's a number of rookies who not only join the team, but are playing minutes, are on the lines, can really change the game and gives a lot of options to the team.
Yeah. Without fail, conversation does, especially in the Minneapolis circle, revolve around Alex I'll give it a sec. We're about to go into Brooms Up. All right, we're off. Right off the bat, though, we get just a missed catch over here. Now, Indianapolis does do this quite often. We see Nick Hoffman going for bludger control to help Indianapolis wrest that early advantage. Great beat, though. Great beat. Tim Kwan on the back end doing a great job covering that. Nick Hoffman, being a nuisance, does make the catch! Are you kidding me? Not beat, though. Called not beat. That's got to be one, though. Excuse me, not. That's bludger control for Indianapolis. We're going to get a sub. The Quaffle's going to go over to Minneapolis, though. Bad pass. Just for those at home, it might be difficult to tell, but conditions are pretty rough out here. You're going to see the legs of all of these players really start to muddy up. The grass is going to stay pretty strong. It's just there is almost a very, like, thin pool of water kind of just everywhere that is going to make these balls really slippery. Great score on the left side, but really slippery. Really tough to handle. A lot of these scoops are going to be two-handed or from the bottom up instead of the grab technique, and it's going to make a little sloppier of a game.
Yeah, that was a goal from Terry Carlson, it looked like. Managed to get in, make a move on the small hoop, and found an opening for the shot.
Good trade. Going to be a reset back to Nathan Digman. Great beat from Tim Kwan, but it's going to keep possession as far as control over to Minneapolis. Nathan's got a 3-4 seconds before beaters are on. He's got to turn it over. Just passes it back, and it glances off head ref Ethan Sturm. Not the possession they're looking for, but it's going to take a little time to get used to these conditions for sure. Max Meyer looking to get around the side. It's a great pick.
Goal's
Henry
no
Bauer's
good.
going to set it. Good shot. Great block. Nathan Digman getting up.